You know, for a wireless hobby, good afternoon, dork friends. There sure is a lot of wires involved. Just plug it into the front of the darn machine or into the side. So, we have USB plugged in over here that goes to hook into the FL Digi and to the radio. But we also have a USB keyboard plugged in up here. And then on the side of the keyboard is a mouse. Why do we have a mouse hooked up to a 7600? Well, let's attenuate. Yes, we can attenuate the scope as much as 30 dB. Kind of makes it somewhat easier to see. Look at that. Mousy. It's limited. That's its upper edge, and that's its lower edge. But click, and it brings you to what you want, or you can drag it. And depending on how fast you have, depending on where your little pointer is here, if you have it in the kilohertz, hertz, or even smaller, the mouse goes faster, because right now the arrow is over the kilohertz, so we can drag it fast. You go to where the arrow is now basically in the hertz, the mouse goes very fine, very slow. You literally have to drag it across the table multiple times just to do that much right there. So that was one thing I wanted to show you guys last night, which was kind of cool. The other thing I kind of already did was the attenuator for the scope. Right there it says attenuator. Right here is the attenuator button, and so you can have more signal or less signal. The attenuator only focuses on the scope. It does not actually focus on the received signal. The received signal attenuator is right there, and the preamp is right there. But the thing is, I can run 2 preamps and 18 dB of attenuation on the receive at the same time. How goofy is that? I haven't figured out why they let me do that, but it does. It's all good. So okay, computer plugged in, so you can go up here and change frequencies here on this screen from the computer, and it does it down here. With this mouse that's plugged into the keyboard in the front, you can do the same thing by click and drag. So this radio has a decode and encode for PSK and RTTY, so whichever one you want. And then once you select whatever mode, go into the decode, and it shows you your little filters, adjustments, and what have you. And then you can use this keyboard to type. If you want to use the FL Digi to do PSK and what have you, then you actually need to go to sideband and make it Digi sideband, which actually correctly should be upper sideband Digi. So you can see I said hello Dave. Hello Dave. We can do that. It's good times. There's narrow, so if you want your gauges and what have you to be bigger, or you want it wider so you can see more of the scope. Let us go to RTTY decode and see the twin filters there. They work very, very well. lots of menus and shit. You can save and edit. TX menu. If you have stuff set up, you can hit your 1 through 4 or go to 5 through 8. Of course, edit. So this is your quick macros, and they work very, very well. Anyways, oh, one more thing. You were talking about filters last night. Okay, so let's show you filters. So I have Twin Pass right here, and that allows me to do stuff like this. Bandwidth. If I hit the bandwidth button, I can go down here and make it like stupid wide, 2.6, or stupid narrow, 0.5. Anyways, if I don't like all that stuff, just hit default. It's back. Thought I'd show you that. That works on voice as well as all the digi shit. So yeah, we're gonna go and play some digi, maybe hopefully with ALO in a few, or anybody else can jump in. Catch you later, AE7QT.